Hey people, Injured here, 53, Hades Wastes, blue team. DarkAngel is a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. We've got the Imperial Fists elite scheme. Alongside TheRealCoronaChan is a Mekboy teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, lots of awesome orky gadgets. And rounding off the blue team here, Dead2Corona is a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat, some powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. Red team got some Tyranids. First up, Blackhawkdown 342 as a Ravener Alpha, a tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense and a bit of support too. Begins with a ranged weapon. Telos on the other side as a Hive Tyrant, a very luminous white silvery Hive Tyrant, durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful disruption and support, fighting in melee combat with a basic synapse by default. I shall call you Ernesto. And rounding off the teams is Unununium with an Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Looks like they're facing off against the Mekboy in the mid, kicking off on the east side where the two natural VPs are in the north and south, as you can see. Quite a clear path between them too. Tactical Marines backing up the Hive Tyrant. Double Dire Avengers fleeing for their lives. Farseers mixing it up with some Termagants, but Hormagaunts get the jump on her. Looks like it's double Termagants for Blackhawkdown and single Termagants into Spore Mines for Telos. They didn't have more Termagants up, did they? And they all died? I don't think so. Can't kill Termagants that quick with a Farseer. Force Commander with a special attack and his battle cry going off. Ravener Alpha's in retreat, got a bit too deep in there against the Orks and the Space Marines. Contested VP will be blue for now. Red team really pushing up the eastern side. Going for the cap on the natural, in fact. And Hormagaunts grabbing that natural wreck point too. Needs to try and defend the power here. Dead2Corona. Triple Orky gens on it. Double shooters up for TheRealCoronaChan. And a Warrior Brood on the way for Telos. More tax for DarkAngel. Double Tactical Marines for that Force Commander then. Does get the cap, the Hive Tyrant. Using the 1050 hit points he starts with. Here's your Spore Mines. Can be hard to shoot down because they're so small. Messes up your accuracy. Can detonate for some damage over time. So they're trying to get up to these Dire Avengers here. They are being taken out here and there. Good way to deal with them is to send in a melee hero to smack them up. Sluggers here with burners. Gives them a couple of power melee weapons and extra health. West side meanwhile. Tyranids against Space Marines 1v1 pretty much. Oh no, it's not. The Apothecary's hanging around too. He's got his customized Stormbolter and some scouts that don't have capes. Look at that. Where's your capes, fellas? Need to rank up those Space Marines. Tactical Marines just hanging out after capping the VP, not helping the western edge. Here's the double tax, and this might be difficult to deal with. Double tax and a Force Commander with those battle cries. They don't have any toxin sacks either to slow him down. Gone straight for a Ravener Brood, has Blackhawkdown. Where's the Ravener Alpha? He's over here. Just made a tunnel and then runs away. Could have just backed off, I think. Tried to harass a little bit to defend the power. Are they even going to bother bashing the node? Maybe. They'll give it a go. Here's the mech. It's got big shooters on the shooter boys. Meanwhile, east side, most of the action over here so far. Warrior Brood with their power melee weapons and that passive leap into combat, as you saw. Some good disruption that you don't need to micro very much. Farseer is doing some good work against these early Termagant Brood. Got Spirit Stones up. Got a decent chunk of XP already. What about Telos's Hive Tyrant, Ernesto? Also a decent chunk of XP. Got a Ravener Brood up as well. These guys can burrow strike through the ground. Have ranged weapons by default, but can hold their own in melee. Can also get a dedicated melee upgrade. These guys might flank around. Nope, they're going to take some shots at the Force Commander, who's got the power sword up. Makes his battle cries more effective. It's also a, a power melee weapon. This is not bad. And Artificer armor's there too. Apothecary looking for full auto maybe on the Mekboy there. Looks like the Tactical Marines are going to be dealt with, and the red team should be able to double the western side and get the VP back here. All the tax off the field. Force Commanders off the field, but can they deal with the Orks? Oh, full retreat by Unununium. Should have tried, I think, should have tried a little bit harder to stay in play there. Knew the Tyranids were coming over. Could have just turned and gone full melee on the sluggers, maybe. Perhaps there was no heal available. Had full energy. Might have had the heal available. But hey, doesn't matter. Blackhawkdown pushed through alone and should at least get a decap there. What's this? It's a shuriken cannon. Gonna blow up a warrior brood in a second. There it is. There's that synapse backlash. When a synapse creature dies, you get knockback and 10% health damage on nearby non-synapse creatures. And that includes the Hive Tyrant himself. Stormboy's jumping on in. These guys have power melee weapons. Not the most graceful jump unit, but they get the job done sometimes. There's crippling poison on the Farseer. On her way to level 2. What about Ernesto? Also been pretty even on the XP. Apothecary still has a ways to go. And his heal does get more powerful as he levels up. Bashing this contested power now is the Ravenant Alpha's army. Do have double toxin sacks on the Termagants and tier 2 on the way. In fact, tier 2 on the way for everyone aside from the Mekboy. Force Commander's already there. Spent a lot of power in tier 1. Got a Death Gun. Got electric armor. Got the Stormboys up. Got burners for the sluggers. And big shooters. And knob leaders for the shooter boys. Oh, not these guys. These guys only have big shooters. Healthy amount of power spent. Nothing wrong with that. Here comes a flank. Shotgun scouts spot it. Well played there. Those guys should turn and engage. There we go. Bolt of fire comes flooding in. These fellows with their sergeant. These fellows without. Maybe they want to get Stone Guard veterans up here. And we've got a Sacred Standard Force Commander. Constant 25% damage buff. And of course that'll stack with the improved battle cry as well. Oh, sync kill. Boom. It's only meant to happen on the last model of the squad to prevent wonkiness happening, but sometimes it doesn't. The script doesn't fire in time, and you get the odd sync kill here and there, which I think is pretty cool. It's good that they changed it so that it's the last model, but having them pop up now and again is fun. Scouts with sniper rifles getting in trouble. With a sniper rifle, I should say. Imagine if they had a sniper rifle each. Razorback is up for Unununium. Holding ground towards the mid. Needs to get some cover though. There we go. Grenade is dodged quite well. But these guys again not going for cover. Maybe there wasn't any room. Dire Avengers with the aspect of the Avenger giving them grenades. More health and energy shields. Rippers spawned out of the Cavalry Tower from Telos. And Gene Stealers on the way. More Tactical Marines for Unununium. Do they want double tax and Stone Guard maybe? Gonna be a lot of shooty. Any war gear for Ernesto? Nope. No war gear for the Ravenant Alpha either. Farseer still has those Spirit Stones. And Wraithguard on the way. Hive Tyrant can try and charge them down maybe. Warrior Brood. No sign of them getting any upgrades yet. Death Gun doing its thing. Almost got to decap those Termagants. Was a nice idea. Now can Telos hold against this counter push? Or have they gone too far up alone? It is a double. Yeah, 2v1 needs to back away. Gene Stealers are here. Are they going to engage the sluggers? And or Stormboys? I guess not. You get 2 red for a Ripper. That's not bad. Ernesto backing away. Farseer intermittently poking him in the back. But he's alright. We have Termagants and Hormagaunts bashing this contested power, which was genned up. And Scouts grabbing the VP. Here's the triple tax of Unununium. No sign of Stone Guard veterans happening. No sign of a sergeant. Here's your Wraith Guard with those powerful Wraith Cannons. Need to try and tie them up in melee so they can't do any of that nonsense. Stormboys with their Knob Leader has a heavy melee weapon and stuns on landing. Because he's a big fella. Sluggers also have their Knob Leader. Really get exponentially more dangerous, these fellas in tier 2 when they get their leaders. That Slugger Knob has a power melee weapon and he will slice through Marines pretty well. Tier 3 for DarkAngel, Tier 3 for Dead2Corona. Is that a little bit early for Tier 3? DarkAngel got nothing out in Tier 2, aside from Sergeants. And I suppose the Sacred Standard came out in Tier 2 as well. A beamy death gun now for the mech, doing big chunks of damage to the Razorback. Almost finished it. In fact, he's teleported after it. Boom, there we go. Really powerful anti-vehicle weapon, especially when he can teleport around. Getting messed up in retreat, but is generally okay. He still has triple tax. And then goes Tier 3. Hive Tyrant Ernesto has Crushing Claws and the improved Synapse. Gene Stealer's up to 1732 hit points at level 1 with the melee Synapse and the improved Synapse. Are they close enough for it? I think they are. So the Warrior Brood move out of range there and they lost the melee Synapse bonus. 236 to 430. Force Commander mixing it up. He's done well with his power sword. Getting in amongst those termagants. Haven't done a lot to stop these Storm Boys, have they? If DarkAngel got some Assault Marines up, I think they'd have some good success as well. Lost their scouts along the way, but now they're on the power. Can I see the scouts around here anywhere? No, I don't know where they died. Could get a full power bash though. Seer Council on the way for Dead2Corona. Big push by the blue team considering their rosters aren't fantastic right now. That's a pretty early Seer Council, I think. 224 to 430 on the VPs. What is this? It's just Tyranids pushing up and Ernesto got the VP. Capillary Tower up behind the shot blocker there. Got a full bash, no decap, but it's good enough. Force Commander backs away. Tactical Marines retreating well into Tier 3. Could get some Terminators right now, in fact, DarkAngel, but hasn't yet. Jumping into the Storm Boys, but Genie Stealers are there. And if you want to win a melee fight, get some Genie Stealers. Unless it's Lightning Claw Terminators, they'll take them out. Pretty much anything else. Wraith Guard seem to miss all of those shots somehow. Could get a decent volley here though. These fellas do friendly fire with those Wraith Cannons, so you need to be careful, especially if you're chucking Banshees into the mix or something. Or in Dead2Corona's case, perhaps some Seer Council. 190 to 430. Steal the power or bash it. They are gonna bash it. I think you should always bash a contested power. Just keep it noted. You just don't need to gen up a contested power really. Unless you are like constantly, absolutely constantly losing your natural and it's always locked down and that kind of thing. You don't need a contested power genned up. You don't need 9 generators. We've got plasma guns up here for DarkAngel and some more tactical marines. D cannon now for Dead2Corona. Big VP lead though for the red team. Big VP lead. Still got some sniper scouts as Unununium. Those tactical marines barely making it out. 2 models on 26 hit points. What the hell? That is outrageous. Those guys have like 350 hit points each and they got away with 12 each or something. That's nuts. 147 to 430. Decent usage of the gravity blade there, but does go down the Farseer. Warrior Brood getting torn up though. Did they get away? They did not get away. Ernesto does get away. Lost the indicator for him, which means we lose his health bar, unfortunately. D cannons, singularity there. Doesn't pull in the Force Commander, which is handy. There's the Seer Council. A squad of Warlocks with power melee weapons, and they can all jump on you. These guys are awesome. Also provide a range damage resistance aura, which they themselves benefit from. You are limited to a single Seer Council. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Unununium. And a Knob Squad hits the field for TheRealCoronaChan. harassing these guys with a death gun. Surprised the Raven Alpha hasn't tried to go around and melee him or something. Here we go. Trying something. I'm just going to shoot him. It does the job. So really powerful ranged weapon, the Corrosive Devourer. 43 plasma DPS. Pretty nuts. And it has a anti-vehicle ability. Pushing through the mid of the blue team. Trying to get some power battery down. Looks like maybe they got one generator down. Terminators here for DarkAngel, but not Assault Terminators, interestingly. Assault Terminators do pretty well against Tyranids, I think. You got the Thunder Hammers for the Carnifexes and the Claws for everything else. But they've gone for the Storm Bolters and Power Fist variety. Here's the Nob Squad. Tier 3 melee that can go toe-to-toe with anything in the game. Are very expensive to upgrade, though. Here come the U-Jammers. They're like around 200 power when you fully upgrade them. But very, very powerful unit, as you may expect. Land Raider is there. Red team will now be able to reinforce off this thing and retreat back to it. Twin Linked Assault Cannon doing some work. Need to get closer for the other guns to fire. The Multi-Melter and the 2 Flamestorm cannons on the side. There's only piercing damage from the assault cannon, so these guys are shrugging it off decently well. Not shrugging off the plasma gun though. Plasma gun's bad news for Terminators. Taking some unnecessary damage here, DarkAngel. Teleports away. Did they kill a model? I'm not sure. Maybe they forced the heal at least. Here's the Wraith Guard. Ernesto's scared off. He's almost level 3. Level 2 Ravener Brood. Gonna power bash here. Wraith Guard pretty damn good at bashing power. Look at that. That seemed to almost get it in one volley. The grenade misses. But these guys got a decap. It was a nice little play from Dead2Corona. Where's the D cannon? It's facing a strange direction right now. 1-2-1 to 4-1-7. Still a big VP lead for the blue team to make up. And red team don't exactly look weak right now. They got a Land Raider, triple Tactical Marines, which is very strange, and a Lictor. Blue team do have Nobs, Seer Council, and Terminators though, and here comes an Avatar too. It's going to be a slugfest. Remains with the Razorback there. Have the Nobs actually hit anything yet? Oh, they've got some XP. I thought everything was just running away from them. Now, can they deal with those Nobs? They could get Barb Strangler Carnifexes. Could get Devastators and stuff, of course. Land Raider needs to start backing away. The Nob Squad will tear through it. Where is the Frag Assault? Haven't seen it yet. Maybe it's on cooldown. 104 to 417. There's Frenzy from the Nobs. And there's the Frag Assault fired out of the front of the Land Raider. The Storm Boys with a single hit point getting away there. Land Raider really took a lot of damage. Took a hell of a lot of damage there. This guy, oh, he's getting a super tough beam. 50 power for this thing. But it might be the best buff in the game. It's insanely strong. Force Commander goes down. There might have been a tactical death to get the 40% damage buff here. Terminators will go into melee with their Power Fists. Not a whole lot these Plasma Gun Tacs can do. I'm not sure why they're getting so close. Oh, they're trying to bash power. That's what they're doing. Here comes Ernesto. Level 3 Hive Tyrant and a Carnifex is on the way for Blackhawkdown. Where is that Lictor? He's back at base right now. Some Daka. We got a Beamy Death Gun. Did switch back to it there. Wow, Land Raider took huge amounts of damage. Now needs a lot of repairs. And the Tyranids cannot repair stuff, so they're not going to be able to help. I think the Ravener Alpha is going to get a revive here from Ernesto. There we go. It's not going to level him to 4, I don't think. Predator tank on the way for DarkAngel. To have a bunch of VPs to make up. We've got Stone Guard veterans, and they have the 2-to-1 cap. Need to load up on this west side, perhaps. Avatar of Cain on the field for Dead2Corona also provides a passive buff aura. Dangerous in combat too. Not going too hard on this natural VP. Farseer gets hooked off it by the Lictor, who does have heavy melee damage, and he can infiltrate for free. This guy does not drain his energy. He's pretty awesome. Can leap and hook as well, as you saw. Saw the hook there. Force Commander still down. Level 5, he's done well. Gonna be tough to revive him there though. Might need to repurchase. He doesn't have a lot of requisition. Got the Predator tank up though. Auto cannon on the top by default. Can you get a twin link las cannon too? For some anti-large target, anti-vehicle shenanigans. Lictor's being sneaky. None of this stuff can spot him. Might be able to get a decap. I don't think so. Well, maybe. You can decap under infiltration, so needs to get very close to stop him here. Gets it. Does have the faster capping too. So how quickly they decap that. West side. Orks holding the VP. Apothecary can't really approach. Oh, he doesn't have the death gun up. And Nob Squad are lurking, of course. Lictor is persuaded to leave. Blue team get the natural VP back. 98 to 343. That is a paroxysm from a Neurothrope by Telos. That'll do percentage-based damage per second. Really dangerous for an avatar with 5,600 hit points. Also does extra to super heavy and heavy infantry since it's psychic damage. No idea why psychic damage affects heavily armored infantry more, but there you go. 'Tis the way of it. Are these guys like permanently on fire? What's going on here? Oh, that's just the fire from their jetpacks, I suppose. Carnifex goes for the Barb Strangler. Need to keep it safe from the Nob Squad though, because it's not guaranteed to hit those shots. Needs to be alive and aware with those termagants. Here come the Nob Squad. Termagants cripple the Sluggers. Barb Strangler Carnifex is not even shooting them. There's another one to cripple the Nobs. Uh-oh. Mega Rumbler. Carnifex is stunned, as are the Terminators. And there's a Paroxysm again. That's pretty good. In amongst all those Orks. Ernesto goes down. Uh-oh, they're on the Neurothrope as well. Neurothrope gets too close and goes down. Nob Squad eventually made to retreat there. We have a melee Ravener Brood. Awesome. More speed, more health, more damage. But they do lose their ranged weapon. 85 to 310. Rocks called in from TheRealCoronaChan. Doesn't stop the west side staying red though. Assault Cannon Terminators here. Barb Strangler. Good damage to all targets, as you can see there. Really is a fantastic weapon. Won't suppress the Terminators, but a good chunk of damage there if it hits all the models. What is this? Sea Council versus Gene Stealers. They do have some Ravener Brood help. And it seems like Dead2Corona didn't want to find out if they win that fight. Avatar with the Wailing Doom. Is a decent one. Considering those guys are moving and there's no way to know where they were going to move. Is he going to stand and fight? Getting some good hits on those Gene Stealers. There's the Wrath of Cain. Are these guys close enough to be affected by it? Yes, they are. Well, one of them was. And some domino knockback there. Terminators on the field now for Unununium. 49 to 310. West side is going to turn blue. Maybe. Land Raiders there. What am I hearing? Oh, it's the levitation field. There's the Paroxysm, and there's an Eldritch Storm. Ouch. Messed up the Raveners. I think it wiped that Ravener Brood. It wiped a Ravener Brood. Yeah, it was Telos' Raveners. Did get another Neurothrope up though. We saw that Paroxysm. Farseer gets the decap. Blue team trying to cap the west side. Uh-oh. Barb Strangler Carnifex might be done for here. The Spore Mines do not suppress anymore. Nob Squad aren't going to care about being detonated on. And it's not going to last long at all. In fact, I think it's done. Oh, there's a Rocks. Yep, Carnifex goes down. It might be the Predator tank getting the last hit. Rocks goes in. The second one we've seen. It's a pretty good one too. Forces Unununium to back off also. And they are... Yep, they retain the west side. And there's that super tough beam on the Sluggers. Look at it. 40% damage resist. Immune to knockback and suppression. It's an amazing buff. Especially for your orky melee fellas. Not sure how long it lasts for. 10 seconds maybe? 8 seconds or something? 42 to 247. Predator tank could do some repairs, you know. Sluggers can repair. So can Dire Avengers, but they're all there over on the east side. Single cap for blue. Red team somehow getting back onto this VP. Look at his brave tactical marines here getting a decap. Our orbital thrown in. Looks like it was wasted though from Unununium. I don't think it hit anything. Terminators have dropped a model. They go straight back for the cap. That guy died super fast. Predator tank is level 3. It's done really well. Uh-oh. There's an orbital from DarkAngel now. How much red do they have? They still have tons of red. It's a pretty good one. That's a really good one. Wipes out the Termagants. Did a lot of damage to the tactical marines too. Forces them to reinforce, which, you know, costs things. Stone Guard veterans now level 3. Loading in those vengeance rounds to combat the land raiders. These guys can put multiple ammo types in their bolters. Down goes the Predator tank though. 42 to 203. What's going on the east side? Avatar helping to harass the VP, but the Farseer is down. Seer Council versus Gene Stealers. Doing pretty well too. The screen is shaking. It must be a Mega Rumbler or something going on. Yeah, I think it was a Mega Rumbler. Might have been a nuke or something. Land Raider lives. Force Commander gets revived by a Mekboy. And they retain the west side. Red team did get both the naturals though. Well done, Mr. Lichter. Oh, without number dropped in to mess with the Seer Council. I guess they forced those Gene Stealers off, eh? It's me talking up how great Gene Stealers are. Seer Council just smack them down. They really need their melee synapse support to be dominant, because it gives them plus 10 melee skill, which takes them up to 90 melee skill at level 1. Licked with the flesh hook and the decap. This guy's doing work. Only 20 VPs remaining for the blue team. Can they hold on? They've done so good to come back as far as they have. And red team have actually done well to, like, come back from the comeback. Because at one point, they were facing down really scary rosters. And they have clawed their way back in there. Is this the third Neurothrope on the way for Telos, I think? Avatar's been awesome so far. Can be tough for Tyranids to deal with this guy. They don't really have, like, plasma damage aside from the Ravenant Alpha's weapon. Neurothrope is a big help. If you can get Gene Stealers in there, it's a big help. I guess Venom Brood will do decently well. But generally, the most efficient way is plasma or inferno damage, like Marco Zink CSM. Levitation Field doing some work again. Down to 4 VPs, the blue team. There's the double cap though. Can they get the triple? Really good assist over here from DarkAngel now. Something capping. It's Storm Boys capping. How did they live so long? Level 4, these guys. There's the triple cap. Have they broken the red team? Man, and they had the Land Raider all this time. Blue team just kept the pressure on. Got 2 Knob Squad now for the real CoronaChan. Look how much resources they have. They can replace one if it goes down quite easily. These guys getting meaner and greener. These guys already have everything. Level 3 as well. 5,024 hit points on these fellas. Can they get the Land Raider? This Terran formation. Trying to stop them, but the Land Raider goes down. Took a while to get it, but they did get it in the end. Got a Venom Cannon Con effect for some reason. Have blue team even had vehicles out? Oh, they did have that Predator tank for a while. Very much an anti-vehicle weapon. Although Bioplasma is pretty awesome too. Double cap now. Red team are going to get the natural back, I think. Yeah. They're going to get it. Level 7 Farseer has been pretty awesome on this side. Seer Council getting stuck in. Level 2 now. Uh-oh. Neurothroat needs to back away. A well-timed Cataclysm, but look, one of them jumped through. Did not care about your Cataclysm. He is the Cataclysm. 4 to 65. Looks like Blackhawkdown is not in the mood to chat with his opponents. Avatar of Cain on the way for Dead2Corona, so I guess it did go down, eh? Can we see the corpse of it? It like leaves this husk behind. Nope. Wonder how they got it in the end. I wonder how they got it. Maybe it was Unununium. I of course missed it because I was looking at the west side. So your council got the decap. Was it even capped actually? I don't know. Double now for the blue team. No assault terminators either. That I remember seeing anyway. Kind effects on the way for Telos, but it might be too late. Ormagaunts have found a D-cannon. Wraithguard level 3 with the Wraithbone. What is this? It's just some tactical marines dropping in to say hello. There it is. 4 VPs remaining is enough to see through the blue team. Hell of a comeback. Kept their nerve. Could have easily have gone wrong with a nuke or something. But they kept the pressure up. Level 7 Force Commander. Level 7 Mech. Had a level 7 Farseer. All the 7s. Look at that at the end. Levitation Field and the Gene Stealers. See how big Gene Stealers actually are in this game. Look at that. Tower above the Farseer if she's on the ground. We had a level 5 Revenant Alpha. Level 3 Apothecary. Wasn't perhaps as powerful as they can be in a 3v3 game. Usually you see them sauntering around with advanced healing and stuff. Didn't see that here. And a level 4 Hive Tyrant. Poor Ernesto down at the end. Did have crushing claws and stuff. Had some fun. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.